523, this is an overview video for your assignment number 3 due at the end of week 5. This date right here is for the class I'm currently teaching, but it is due at the end of week 5, so make sure you check the date on whatever week you're on. And just to point out, whether you click this link right here and pull up the document, or you look at it inside of Canvas, it's the same information. So we're just going to deal with it inside of Canvas. Now remember, there's 5 assignments in this course. You start with building an empathy map. The second one is you define your problem statement. This third assignment is you start generating ideas to base your solution off of. Number 4 is your solution summary, and then the 5th project is your prototyping your solution. So right now we're focusing on idea generation. And so what you're going to do is generate and reflect on novel and relevant ideas for solutions to your defined problem that you articulated in assignment 2. Remember that every assignment in this course is based off of this specific scenario. So make sure we're not making up our own scenarios, but we're using this specific scenario. And then in every assignment, there's quite a few links, and we'll go through those in just a minute. But I'm going to scroll down to the very bottom here and just remind you that the rubric criteria is always at the bottom. So this project is worth 40 points. And you can see the areas that we're looking at. Your empathy map summary. So remember, your empathy map was assignment number 1. And so you're summarizing that. Your point of view table summary, brainstorming ideas, and then reflecting on those. So each section is worth 10 points, and you can kind of see the rubric from lowest to highest over here. So the first link that you click on is going to bring up this document or this web article. And it's really about design thinking while you're generating ideas. Brainstorming is a term we use a lot of the times, but it can be a little bit more than that. And it goes through and, I actually probably hadn't processed before this class. Like, there's so many different ways to generate ideas. It's not just throwing up random ideas on a whiteboard, right? There's a lot of things to go through that process. So you've empathized, you've defined a problem. We're on this step right here. And so it's a fairly lengthy article, but it goes through a lot of great ideas, really going through just different ways you can generate ideas. If you're visual, sketching or storyboarding may be really powerful for you. That would not work for me. I'm more of a bullet point kind of person, just throwing everything down into bullet points. Crowdstorming is sort of like brainstorming with multiple people. Sometimes you have to prototype pieces before you can actually think about it. You have to create a little bit of it. And so it really goes through all these different steps and quote unquote rules. When you're brainstorming, you do want to have a time limit. You just don't want to go on and on forever. And so it goes through all these different ways that you can start generating ideas. So this is a great article. You can see as I keep scrolling, it's fairly long, but it gives a lot of good basic information. So definitely don't skip that article. The assignment then it really does use Google Jamboard to complete the assignment. So when you click on make a copy of the template, it's going to open up this Jamboard. And so there's a lot of different things you can do in Jamboard if you've never used it. There are 2 links for different videos. So this one's 25 minutes and this one's 21 minutes. They're both really good. I will tell you, when I watch videos this long, go to setting. And I typically put the playback speed at about 1.5. If it's a really dense subject, I go 1.25. Sometimes I can go to 1.75, but that's a little bit harder. But what it allows you to do, so as you can see, you can still hear and pick up what she's doing, especially if you used Jamboard before and you're just looking for some tips. It definitely works. Both videos are good. I would recommend, if you've never used Jamboard, watching both of them. If you have used Jamboard, but you need a little bit of refresher, either one is fine. And then you're going to be making your project on this Jamboard. You can see up here, there's a 1 through 4. So you're going to summarize your empathy map using sticky notes, which are these guys over here. So now I just made that sticky note. And then you can move it and make it bigger, change colors. You can embed pictures. You can do all sorts of stuff on Jamboard. Point of view table summary is here. The next one is your brainstorming. You're just putting specific ideas on each one. If you double click, it opens up. And then your reflection here. So that is assignment number 3. Like I said, it's due at the end of week 5. A lot of good resources. When you're submitting, you're going to share the Jamboard with my email address, but you're also going to download as a PDF. And remember, we need all that uploaded into Canvas, an actual file uploaded into Canvas. As usual, if you have questions or need help with anything, please reach out.